Welcome to the Life Coach Podcast, where we don't just talk about success and confidence. We explore the hidden layers of human psychology that shape how people think, feel, and connect. Today's episode is going to take you deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood areas of human behavior. The hidden psychology of attraction, how people fall for you without even realizing it. You see, attraction isn't just about looks, status, or charm. It's a subtle psychological dance, a series of unconscious cues, emotional triggers, and invisible energies that pull people toward you, sometimes even against their own logic. And the truth is, if you understand how attraction really works, you can transform not just your relationships, but also how you connect, lead, and influence people in every area of life. So get comfortable, because this isn't just a podcast. It's a masterclass in understanding human magnetism. Let's begin. Attraction starts in the mind, not the eyes. Most people think attraction begins the moment two people see each other. That's not true. Attraction begins in the mind before the eyes even make contact. Our subconscious brain is always scanning the environment, looking for signs of safety, confidence, emotional strength, and energy. Think about it. You've probably met someone who wasn't your type physically, but something about their presence drew you in. That's not chemistry, that's psychology. It's your subconscious picking up on microsignals, the way they move, the calm in their tone, the rhythm of their breathing, the confidence in their eyes. All these signals bypass logic and speak directly to your emotional brain. And here's the secret. Attraction isn't built through impressing someone. It's built through making them feel something powerful in your presence. The emotional mirror, people fall for how you make them feel. There's a famous line in psychology. People may forget what you said, they may forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Attraction is not about who you are, it's about how someone feels when they're around you. If your energy makes them feel calm, seen, understood, and accepted, they'll crave that feeling again. That's how emotional bonds form. You're not the addiction, their feeling in your presence is. Now here's the hidden layer: most people are constantly anxious, distracted, and overstimulated. So when they meet someone grounded, still, and emotionally centered, it feels rare. It feels magnetic. That's why confident, calm people often attract attention without trying, because their energy provides emotional safety. Remember, the human mind is addicted to emotional contrast. If you can make people feel something they rarely feel, curiosity, comfort, or even mystery, you instantly become unforgettable. Mystery, the magnet of the mind. Let's talk about one of the most underrated forces of attraction: mystery. You know why movies, songs, and stories pull us in? Because they don't reveal everything at once. Mystery creates mental tension, and our brain hates open loops. It wants to know more. Now imagine someone whose personality feels layered, who doesn't rush to reveal everything, who listens more than they talk, who carries quiet confidence instead of loud arrogance. That person becomes fascinating because every interaction leaves people wanting more. This doesn't mean you play games or act distant. It means you don't overexpose yourself emotionally. When people feel they've figured you out too quickly, the excitement dies. But when they sense depth, they stay curious, and curiosity is the foundation of attraction. So here's a simple principle. Don't seek validation, create fascination. Be someone who communicates with presence, not performance. Let people wonder what makes you so centered, so unshakable, so at peace. That's real charisma. The energy of confidence, calm, not loud. Let's break a myth right here. Confidence is not about being loud, dominant, or constantly talking. True confidence is calm energy. It's the quiet assurance that says, I'm comfortable with myself and I don't need to prove it. When someone has that kind of grounded energy, it's magnetic because it gives others permission to relax around them. You see, people are naturally drawn to emotional stability. When you're calm under pressure, when you're not reactive, when you hold steady eye contact, you subconsciously signal safety and strength. And attraction thrives in safety. The paradox is, when you stop trying to attract, you actually become more attractive. Because your focus shifts from being liked to being authentic. The law of reciprocity, the push and pull of desire. One of the hidden laws of attraction is reciprocity. Humans are wired to mirror the emotional energy they receive. If you show genuine curiosity and warmth, people feel comfortable opening up. If you appear emotionally unavailable, they either chase or pull away. But here's the catch. If you give too much too soon, the balance breaks. You remove the emotional tension that keeps attraction alive. Think of it like music. The silence between notes makes the sound beautiful. In relationships and conversations, space makes the connection grow. So learn the art of subtle distance. Don't flood people with attention, let curiosity breathe. The best connections are those where both people feel the desire to reach for each other. That tension, that slight uncertainty, is what keeps attraction alive. The dopamine loop, why the mind gets hooked. Let's go deeper into the chemistry of attraction. When you interact with someone you're drawn to, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical. But here's what's fascinating: dopamine isn't released by getting something. It's released by anticipation. That's why uncertainty, teasing, waiting, and gradual connection feel so exciting. When everything is predictable, dopamine drops. When things feel slightly uncertain, your brain stays hooked. That's the science behind flirting, mystery, and emotional pacing. If you reveal too much, too soon, you kill anticipation. If you give too little, you create frustration. The art lies in balance. Attraction thrives in rhythm, a dance of presence and distance, certainty and curiosity. The authentic connection, beyond tricks and tactics. Now, let's make something clear. Real attraction isn't manipulation. It's not about pretending or playing games. It's about alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are authentic and consistent, you radiate an energy that naturally attracts. Because most people are fragmented, they say one thing, feel another, and act differently. That creates confusion. But when you're internally aligned, when you're at peace with who you are, you emit coherence. And coherence is magnetic. So instead of asking, how can I make them like me? Ask, how can I make my energy calm, confident, and open? That's how you stop chasing and start attracting. Subconscious triggers of attraction. There are a few subconscious triggers that make people fall for you without realizing it. Let's explore a few of them. Emotional mirroring. People fall for those who reflect their emotional states. When you subtly match someone's tone, pace, or energy, they feel understood. Scarcity of attention. When you're selective with your energy, not everyone has access to your time. Your presence becomes more valuable. Warm curiosity. Genuinely listening to someone without judgment creates a deep bond. It makes them feel seen in a world that constantly ignores them. Purpose. People are drawn to those who have direction. When you have a sense of mission, passion, or self-discipline, your energy carries depth. Controlled vulnerability. When you open up just enough to be real, but not enough to overshare. You build intimacy while maintaining respect. Each of these triggers taps into a deep human need. To be seen, understood, and emotionally safe. The invisible aura, attraction as energy. Everything you do, your body language, your voice, your words, emits vibration. When you're peaceful and confident, people sense it. When you're needy or anxious, they sense that too. Your energy speaks before your words do. That's why you can't fake attraction energy. You can't fake calmness or confidence. You have to cultivate it. Meditation, purpose, discipline, emotional awareness, these things make you magnetic. Not your looks. Not your status. Not your followers. The more peace you create inside, the more pull you create outside. The highest form of attraction isn't about getting others to like you. It's about becoming the source of what everyone is seeking. Peace. Confidence. Understanding. Presence. When you walk into a room and carry that energy, people feel it. They might not even know why. but they'll remember you. That's the hidden psychology of attraction. It's not a trick. It's a transformation. When you stop chasing approval and start embodying self-assurance, you don't need to attract. You draw. So, if you've ever wondered why some people seem to have this effortless magnetism, it's because they've mastered the inner game. They don't chase validation, they radiate value. They don't try to be liked, they stay authentic. They don't perform, they embody. And that is the secret. Thank you for tuning in to the Life Coach Podcast. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't need to chase love, attention, or validation. You just need to become the kind of person whose energy speaks louder than words. Until next time, stay grounded, stay magnetic, and keep evolving.